Thank you for sharing this Hatha to Restorative flow with only in Sedona Yoga. These flows are designed for yogis of all levels, including beginners and those using their program as part of their healing therapy. Today's version is super ooey gooey, so grab any comfy, cozy props that you might like, and let's talk to our mats. Okay, beautiful yogi, we're going to begin by mindfully warming up our spines. So just begin rotating, making a nice circular motion here, really feeling into the stretch of the back. As you begin to shut out the outside world, draw your awareness inward. Mentally enter your sanctuary of yoga, where you can be mindful with your thoughts while you relieve stress from your body. Let's take it the other way. This is the great one to do if you're feeling a little bit triggered right now and you're stuck in that lower part of your brain that's very reactive and you feel like you have to do something and you don't know what to do. Take a mindful pause, do this, get back into your higher mind, and then you're better able to deal with whatever you face. And with that, let's come over onto all fours to further wind up that spine. Just start with some cat-cows, dipping down, and then rounding up. And do that a few more times. Maybe just one more time. As you hold the top part, so you're holding here, your scared Halloween kitty, and just take a barrel roll by shifting your weight to the side, dipping down, going to the other side. And take 3 of these one way, and 3 the other. Please feel free to close your eyes so that you can really focus on the physical sensations. And if those physical or mental or emotional sensations get too much in any pose, feel free to exit out. Take child's pose or an easy sukhasana seat and join us when you're ready. Come to a neutral spine. Maybe widen your stance just slightly and then tuck those toes as you prepare for your first down dog. Come on up. And let's lovingly work our way into this here. So bend your knees. Lift your fanny taller. Drop your heels. Please do not worry if they don't touch. That is normal. But here, just unite your breath and body as you mindfully walk out that dog. Take 1 or 2 more breaths here. And then lift on both toes. Just take a breath or 2 in your down dog. Before walking it nice and slowly to the front of your mat. If your hands come up, it's okay. Let your arms cross. Talk it out here to be gentle on your spine. If your fingertips happen to touch your mat, you can walk from either side of your feet. But if they don't touch, don't worry about it. Everyone's different, and your practice should feel good. Find that balance between a gentle challenge and self-care and nurturing as you soften those knees and ever so slowly bring yourself up to standing. Taking a nice deep breath, inhale, pausing here as you unite your hands, bring your palms together, lift, make your spine an inch taller, and then bring your hands to heart center as you reconnect with your intention for your practice. Adjusting your mountain pose, softening your knees, rolling your shoulders back. Give me one deep breath. And let's flow through a mindful sun salutation A, followed by a sun salutation B together. So start with a nice deep inhale. Exhale, come down to that forward fold. Ragdoll, let it surrender. Before inhaling to your flat spine, exhale, bring your palms to the mat, step back to your plank, the top of a push-up. You can always drop your knees to chaturanga. Otherwise, keep your elbows hugged in, maybe bring your shoulders a little forward as you come down, and let your belly rest. Push up, keeping your elbows bent into a cobra. And just kind of twist, look over each shoulder. Loosening up that low back a little, it feels good. We're taking an inhale here, and then pushing back through all fours. Tuck your toes as you come back. Meet me in that down dog. Maybe bend your knees, shift your hips again, adjust. And just take a breath or two here as you mindfully explore your posterior chain. Before walking it forward to the front of your mat, lifting up to a flat spine before surrendering to your forward fold, softening your knees, rounding it up one vertebrae at a time. Inhaling your hands overhead, getting an inch taller. For coming back to heart center and taking a mindful breath pause. And moving into sun salutation 2, this time dip down. Let your fingertips brush the mat if they go that far. If not, don't worry about it. And then come into your Utkatasana chair. Open your chest to the sun. Look up. And then inhale yourself up. Exhale into that forward fold. Inhale to your flat spine. Exhale, step back to plank. Take it down through your chaturanga before inhaling up to your cobra. Exhaling as you push back and meet me in your downward facing dog. Take a second to adjust. There's no rush here today. Before lifting that left leg just as high as you're comfortable, let it fall out to the side for a minute just to feel your hip open. And then bring it on through. Place it between your palms. Pivot your back foot to 45 degrees. Lift yourself up and then sink into a warrior one. Feel the strength of your legs engage. If you can look up at the gorgeous sky, do so. If the sun's in your eyes, that's okay. You can even mindfully close your eyes as you come down. Step back through your chaturanga. Come all the way down. Take that cobra before pushing back, then meeting me in your down dog. Maybe adjust again if you need to. Before your next inhale brings that right leg up. Just let it open out to the side. Explore that hip. Before bringing it through, planting it right between your palms. Pivot that back foot. Come on up. Sink into your warrior one. And when you've had enough, take it down. Step back as you flow through your vinyasa. Inhaling to your cobra. Exhaling as you push back. Meeting me in your down dog. Pause here. Let's just take 3 nice deep breaths in our down dog. Inhale. And exhale. You can even sigh it out. Take 2 more. And your next inhale starts walking you forward. Since your fingertips are brushing the mat already, just dip down on your knees. Come into that chair. Forward lifting it up center. Stretch an inch taller. Bring your hands to heart center. Come forward to the center of your mat. Just take a mindful pause here. Take a nice deep breath, inhale. Grab a hold of one wrist and just stretch to the side. Can look up towards that elbow and do that to the other side. Now's a good time to grab any props you might like. So go ahead and grab your props if you have some you wanted to use. And when you're ready, just come back, take your feet about hips width apart, sink down into a yogi squat. Toes can be forward or out. Maybe shift side to side. It's a good stretch for your knees. And as always, if it bothers you, there's no need to do it, but this is so good for those tendons and ligaments around your knees. And I should know, I've had knee surgery. And then just come on down to sit. Have your bolster ready if you're going to use it. And let's start with a seated forward fold. So go ahead and turn yourself around on your mat. Make sure you have plenty of room. And I like to take my bolster and kind of press it against my belly here, but you do you. Take a nice deep breath, inhale. And as you exhale, reach towards those toes. Your hands can come down. You can reach toward the toes. I really want to encourage you to do this in a way that's good for you. We'll be here for about 2 minutes. The reason I like the pillow is I find that keeping my back straighter, it serves as a reminder. Helps me to both increase the strength in the stretch in my hamstrings and protect my lumbar spine where I have some degenerative discs. You might be able to round, but if you're with me with some low back problems, try lifting up and away and hinging forward instead of getting that slouch. Because when you get that slouch, sometimes the jelly can pop out of those donuts. It's not a good feeling. So avoid that. Be good to your body. Yeah, just come out of this. We're going to reverse it. So we're gonna go into a reverse tabletop. Bring your feet in, lift yourself up. And then you can let your head fall back, but don't let it fall all the way back. You don't wanna hyperextend or hurt your cervical vertebrae in your neck. You don't wanna do that. And just bring it down and stretching that spine a little differently. A couple options here. One is you can simply bend the leg in. You can give it a little hug and twist back. If you can cross it over. If you can take the elbow. Just take a few breaths in this twist here. Your back arm forms a second spine to keep you lifted, keep you tall. And just take that to the other side. And release. Come around onto your belly. We're going to go into a nice yin style sphinx. I like to lay my bolster just beneath me to kind of support me a little bit so I can really focus on that little lift in my lower back, but you do you. If you need a little more, you can extend the elbows up to seal. Otherwise, mindfully breathe into your lower back. It helps to calm your central nervous system. If you elongate your exhales just a little longer than your inhales. So focus in on your breath. And transitioning now, we're going to stretch those hips into a half frog. So come up to all fours just so you can adjust your pillow or bolster if you're using one. You're going to take this leg out to the side and then just come on down. And you can go ahead and rest your head on your arms. You can put another pillow or some blankets here and just breathe into the opening of that hip. When you're ready, simply transition to the other side, moving slowly, moving mindfully, being gentle with your body. And when you're ready, gently come out of this one. Couple of options for our next stretch. Option number one, you can lay on your side, can grab that ankle, stretch the front of your thigh this way. You can also turn it over on your belly and do that. If it is within your practice, you can use the earth to deepen the stretch. You can place your bolster beneath you to catch you. Tuck that foot against the earth and come on back. And when you're ready, gently transition to the other side. Maybe take a second to wiggle those legs out, especially if you're in that pretty deep. And then just transfer to the other side, moving slowly with infinite self-compassion. You deserve this time. And while it may seem selfish, it is not time just for you. It is time to make you the best version of you that you can be, so that you can give your best self to others. You cannot pour from an empty pitcher. We all need mindful time. Because where are we rushing to anyway? We all know the destination. Why not be good to ourselves throughout the ride? And that's how we continue to grow. And humanity continues to grow. moving forward, but doing so mindfully and caring for yourself and enjoying the journey. For each moment is a gift. And when you're ready, come on out of this one very gently. Maybe shake out those legs just a little bit. And taking our last and final pose here, just take that bolster if you're using it. Maybe place it underneath your glutes just to change the angle. And I'm going to give you an option here. Option number 1, you can just take the legs up the wall. Option number 2, bring your feet in together, grab the outside, come out into a happy baby. Some people find happy baby very uncomfortable. If you're among them, just go ahead, take legs up the wall. But if you are in happy baby, you can also play with it. Maybe extend one leg and then the other. Think of how infants move. Just how it feels good in their body. That's how your yoga practice should feel. Movement that feels good in your body. And whichever form you're in, when you're ready, just bring those knees into the chest. You can move your bolster slightly out, but keep it there to support your knees. Maybe give yourself a hug before falling out into Shavasana. Very simple meditation. One of my favorites to practice here is to simply focus in on your breath while counting backwards for 5. And when you're ready, just blink your eyes open. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe move your legs, remove your bolster. You don't have to stay in meditation long, especially if you're new. But when you're ready, just roll to your side. And then just gently, with infinite self-love and compassion, bring yourself up to sit. Readjust to being upright. And let's seal our practice by taking a nice deep breath inhale and tapping our foreheads to remind us to be mindful of our thoughts, our lips to be mindful in our speech, and our hearts in gratitude for our practice. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully you feel relaxed. Please continue to support us by hitting that like button, subscribing to our channel, hitting the bell so you get alerts every time we release a new video. We do so every single week. And of course, sharing this on social media with others you think it could help. We are getting our websites redone, so soon you'll be able to check out onlyinsedona.com and talktothemat.com. You can now, but they're going to look shiny and new real soon. And we are going to be expanding as well. We are going to be offering one-on-one and small group instruction for people who are holidaying here or anyone who might just want a healing retreat out here in beautiful Sedona Red Rock country. So that will be part of the new website design. There'll be a form there where you can request that. Otherwise, thank you for always sharing your flows with us. Keep smiling, keep growing, keep being good to yourself as you work on gently improving every day. Namaste.